YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12 here again with another deck profile. Again, this is a deck that I've written some articles on at Legit YuGiOh. If you guys will head over to legitygioh.com, I'll have some links down below to take you over there. I'll also have some links down below to take you to some of the articles that I've written about Evil Swarms. So, let's get into this deck profile. This is my Evilswarm deck that I don't know, I've been tinkering with for this new January format. Not for sure if I like it right now or not, but I've not really had a chance to play in many events as of yet, so I don't guess it really matters if I like it or not because I've not had a chance to play in many things. So, let's get into this, guys. We start off with triple Kyrkion, another way to double summon. You know, it is what it is. You got to get two Evilswarm on board in order to make Ophion. Caster is another way to get that double summon in. Yeah, he does what he does. Additional normal summons. Double trope, you're going to get two of those, or triple trope. You're going to end up getting double trope on board whenever you bring out Rabbit, so yeah. Triple Mandragora. I found Mandragora to be a lot more important than what I really thought it was at first. At first, I really thought that you just didn't need this card. I thought it was just kind of a wasted slot, that you almost used it only if you were going second. But I've started to see a lot more times that Mandragora has actually been more essential than what I thought it was going to be at first. Double Thunderbird. I tried out 3 at the very, very first of this format. It was fine. I don't know. I don't know if you really need 3. 2 seems to be a perfect number on it. I mean, I don't know. 1 O'Lantern. I still really like this guy. O'Lantern puts in so much work for me, especially in a situation where you're able to go like Kyrkion and a caster and then have a third summon of O'Lantern and be able to pop their monster and then still make Ophion, and it makes for a lot of really good plays, especially whenever you're running him with the trap card, Infestation Infection, and then you're just putting him back in whenever you don't need him, and then you get to pull him out in the situations that you do need him. So, this guy paired with the trap card, it makes a lot of really good plays. Then, of course, Kados does also. I guess this could be a Kados. It really just depends on player preference. I personally like the O'Lantern. Dark Arm Dragon, this is kind of an odd choice right now, mainly because of a couple of the cards that I've been testing out in my deck, and you'll see those in a second. But this guy puts in work. It's Big Poppy, you know what I mean? Like, he just comes out and just ruins days for people. And then Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit is the bunny. The bunny is cute. Look at how cute that thing is. It's so cute. It's the best part of this deck, is getting to play with a cute rabbit. Anyway, let's move on. Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin, actually, as odd as this sounds, Upstart Goblin actually makes Rabbit more consistent. Upstart Goblining, I don't know how many times I've Upstart Goblined into Rabbit and been able to make a play off of it. It's good stuff. Upstart Goblin and Allure Darkness, along with Rhoda, is all things that I use to really thin out my deck and to make the deck just that much more consistent. To be completely honest with you guys, my first thought about this deck, I was going to start the deck off with these and 3 Reckless Greed and just see where that gets me. That was going to be my first thought whenever we moved into this format. Just make it stupid fast and just see if my opponent can keep up. But I decided to go against the Reckless Greeds in favor of some other back row. Still at 2 Pandemic, you search it off of Ophion, and you really only need 2. With the 3 Upstarts, the Allure, and the ability to search it off Ophion, you see this card enough at 2. You don't need any more. Forbidden Dress. You would think Forbidden Dress would be cut with the dragons going down in play. Obviously, with the big dragons going down to 1, I don't have to worry about blaster effects. However, Forbidden Dress is kind of more important than what you really think it is, because now you have to deal with Fire Fists a lot more than you ever had to before. And Fire Fists are a problem for this deck, and they bring out Bear and they just pop your stuff, man. And Dress can stop that. On top of that, Dress, your monster may lose a 600, but Ophion still stays at 1950, which is a significant number when facing down a Bear. So a Fire Fist bear, not a real bear. So, yeah, dress is good. One Book of Moon and double MST. That rounds out my spells, except for one of my latest tech cards. I'm going to try Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos. I'm adding these two cards in. The deck is really not hurt that much by these cards, other than Kirkion and Dark-Armed Dragon, which Dark-Armed Dragon can easily be cut. However, I feel like these cards could hurt the meta enough that it's important to play them. So that's where my tech cards kind of start off with, in the remaining of the build. Infestation, Infection. Like I said, pair this with a couple other Evilswarm monsters, and this card is one of the better cards in the deck. I decided to go with one Dark Illusion. Like I said, I kind of struggle against Fire Fist, and Fire Fist are a lot of the meta right now, so the one Dark Illusion can answer a lot of stuff. Dark Illusion is a lot of fun to play too, because people are like, oh, I'm going to bear you, haha, and then you're like, oh, spell speed 3? They're like, oh, trap stun, and you're like, no, spell speed 3. Oh, well, crap. Yeah, that's always fun, especially when you got to have that conversation with people. Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Again, a card that I don't know it's going to make it to the final cut in the main deck, but it's in there right now, and it puts in work whenever I do resolve it. It makes game 1 against spellbooks a lot easier. It has made some game 1s against Fire Fist easier whenever you hit them for 2 or 3 spell cards, but the majority of the time when they're rolling and they're adding that many spell cards and trap cards to the field, they're already rolling to begin with, and you're really not stopping anything. You're really not taking away from them as much as you think you are, because those are things that they've gotten for free. They're extra spell cards and trap cards. Those are cards that they've added to their field or their hand by for free. So I don't know. Eradicator may make its way to the side deck. I don't really know. Double Mirror Force. I mean, it's kind of round. I feel like every stun deck at this moment is rounding out this way. Double Mirror Force, Solemn Warning, Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential Tribute. I mean, those are all the standard stuff. I mean, like, these don't target, so you get to use them against Bujins. These do target, but they're still good. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is where all the stun decks kind of start and begin as far as trap cards are concerned. I don't know. Alright, extra deck. I'm still at Triple Ophion. I feel like you still got to have it. It's such a good card. The ability to search out the Pandemic is so good, and the ability to search out the Infestation Infection is too good, man. So, yeah, I'm still at 3 of those. Double Bahamut. Bahamut almost becomes more important in this upcoming format, or in the format we're in now, than Ophion. The proper Bahamut play can be just so crippling. Being able to take your opponent's monster and still be able to attack with both of them, again, just played correctly, can just be devastating to your opponent. Evilswarm Nightmare. This guy's actually pretty good in the Gear matchup. The Gear matchup is one of those decks that if you can't go over, since you can't go over Ophion, you have to go under him. So you're going to try to exceed into a rank 4 or a rank 3 or something and just beat over him, and you can't, because Nightmare is going to stop that, because you're going to flip all your special summon stuff. It's actually pretty good in the Madolche matchup also. I figured that out in ARG St. Louis. I didn't realize how good that card was in the Madolche matchup. But, I'm always surprised by what is and isn't good in this game. Ouroboros. Puts in work. He's good. He's big. He gets to do all kinds of different things. Pappy. Key Beetle. I almost feel like Key Beetle needs to go up to 2, but if I go up to 2 Key Beetle, I feel like if I put safe zones in, then I would go up to 2 Key Beetle. Maestroke. Cowboy. Dweller. Direwolf. Crazy Box for whenever I see skill drain coming out of the side decks of people. And then last but not least, Black Chip of Corn. I actually had the opportunity at ARG St. Louis again, where I feel like I could have been in a better position. I could have been in a winning position had I had Black Chip of Corn in my extra deck, but I decided to cut it for something else. I don't even remember what I decided to cut it for, but I decided to cut it for something else, and I didn't have it, and this could have got me past a defense position Redox, I believe, is what was... I don't know. There was a situation where I feel like I could have been in a better winning position if had I had Corn and I didn't have it. So that guy's going to make its way back in, and he's going to stay there. So there you go, guys. That is my Evilswarm deck as it sets now. Make sure you head over to Legit YuGiOh and read up on some of my Evilswarm articles, and click on the store icon and go buy some things. I appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.